In a previous video we took a look at how to create folder extension folders and how to create folder behavior action folders in which we could define dashboards for our folder extensions. Now we'll take a look at how to create folder entities, in this case a package, and using this package in a later video we'll see how to create folder extension actions to modify and manipulate these folder entities. We'll create our folder entities with all the following properties, including a simple data structure called shipping and handling. Because this is a property of our package object, we'll want to go ahead and create it first. So we will set this aside, and we will navigate to our shipping company entities folder and select the option Create Data Types, Simple Database Structure. Call it shipping method and add our properties. And because there are a few properties to add, I will go ahead and pause the video while I add them all. Okay, we've added the properties of our shipping method, including the name of the shipping method, which is a string, price, which is a decimal, is flat rate, which is a boolean, and days to deliver, which is an 32-bit integer. Also, you'll notice that we had a small error when it automatically created the type namespace of usertype.shippingcompanyentities.shippingcompanyentities with spaces. So I removed those spaces and it works. Now, once we click OK, our simple data structure is available for creation, and we will go ahead and create a data type folder entity. And if we take another look at our properties, we'll see that our package begins with an ID. Every folder entity automatically has an ID, GUID automatically generated for it, so we won't bother with that ID. We'll just assume that it's created. Next we'll create the rest of the properties. So I will again pause the video while I create those. Okay, so we've defined our folder entity as a package, and we've set up the following properties: sender, which is a string; sending address, which is an address object; recipient, which is a string; receiving address, which is again an address; weight, which is a 32-bit integer; shipping and handling, which is our shipping and handling object; and priority level, which is a string. Now underneath here we have the available actions. By default none of these are turned on, but to just get us started we'll go ahead and select the add, delete, and edit action. These allow us to use the default add folder entity, delete folder entity, and edit folder entity actions. Once we use these, or when we use these in action, what we'll see is an action available to add, delete, or edit this this package inside of a data grid, which we'll demonstrate in just a few minutes. Next we'll also see the steps. These are steps that we'll use in the Flow Designer to create, edit, delete, get, or add to a flow folder steps. And again, a flow folder is something that we'll take a look at later in process management. Next we also have the option to generate the entity service. The entity service is something unique to the folder entity, which we'll take a look at soon. So we'll click OK. And in order to be usable, we'll have to restart the service. So we will restart and come back and take a look at our folder entity. Now that we've restarted our service, if we navigate to a facility folder, or to any folder really, we have the option to add a package folder entity. Inside this we can set the priority level of urgent. We can define a receiving address of 23 Oak Street, New York, USA, New York 10029, and any additional information that we want to specify. Again, this is the default editor, so in practice we probably won't include all of these entities, although you may want to. Also do the recipient. We can make this John Tester, and the sender would be Sally Tester. Let's also define an address for her. And again, these are all just basic editors for our address objects, and there will also be a basic editor for our shipping and handling object, or shipping method, I should say. Say our days to deliver would be 3. It is a flat rate cost of $5, and the name is regular shipping. We'll control this a little bit more easily later down the road, but just to show you how we create an object in its most basic form, we'll say this is a 12-pound package from John to Sally. This package weighs 12 pounds and costs $5 to ship. And when we click OK, we'll see our package entity appear in our report viewer. So this is a package that belongs to this Midwest Central Shipping Company folder. And because we have no controls, so to speak, we don't have any actions yet to exclusively create this package, we can really create it anywhere. When we opened up that add action, when we defined our data structure, we allowed any folder to add a package, as well as anyone to edit or delete the package using the package entity's action menu. If we want to restrict this, we should just go back to our shipping company entities and edit the data structure to say remove the option to edit it or remove the option to delete it. In the next video we'll take a look at folder extension actions, and we'll look at basic ways to work with a folder entity so that we can remove these default actions here and replace them with ones that are a little more robust and controlled.